Yo guys, what's good? It's Chad here. Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, we're going to be covering how the weekends could be ruining your progress. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so before I get into this board here, first I really want to talk about calories really quickly. And if you've been here before, you know that I talk about that we need to be in a caloric deficit to be able to lose weight, lose fat. If you haven't been here before and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just go to the description below. I've linked up two videos. One is talking about how many calories you should be consuming to lose fat. Another one is talking about the 6 essential things that you need to know and practice in order to lose fat. So just some tips and tricks. Go watch them, maybe click them into another tab, and then come back to this video. I think this video is going to make a lot more sense once you have that basis down. So now let's get into this board here first. So again, how weekends could be ruining our progress. First, I want to point out 2 different lines. The first line up here, this white dashed line, is what we would consider our maintenance, right? Our maintenance calories means, hey, we can consume this many calories and we can basically stay the exact same weight. We won't lose, we won't gain any weight. And some people may look at that and say, oh, 2,100 calories? Fuck you, dude, like that's way too many calories, right? I'm not talking about everybody. This is just for an example for this chart, okay? Right here, this blue line is what I would consider our deficit line, right? This is the calorie deficit that I want this person to be on in order to continue to lose fat, okay? And this is gonna come into play a lot more later, right? So, first, Monday through Thursday, I guess I should write the days up there. Let's do that. Okay, now we're back. Now that I have the days up there, right, we can see our week. And this is a week of calorie consumption, this chart here, okay? So down here on the bottom, Monday, say you have your typical week. You eat well, you have your salad with chicken breast, you have a good dinner, you don't really overconsume, you don't really have a lot of alcohol, right? Boom. Let's say, our deficit, what I wanted someone to get to was 1,800, but let's say you only consume 1,600 calories, right? So you're ahead of the game right now in terms of losing fat, okay? Now, on Tuesday, you hit your calories perfectly, another good eating day, 1,800 calories, boom, right? On Wednesday, same thing as Monday, you just didn't have those extra 200 calories, you hit 1,600 again, awesome, great job, okay? Thursday comes, we hit the exact same thing, we hit 1,800 calories. So as you can see, as the week goes on, I think this happens for a lot of people. We're consuming, high protein foods, low calorie foods like fruits and vegetables. We're considerate of our health and our fitness during the week, right? Until, dun dun dun, the weekend comes, right? So Thursday we hit 1,800 calories, awesome, good job. Now we get into Friday. Maybe you have a good breakfast and lunch on Friday, right? Maybe then you go out to happy hour and you have a couple cocktails, right? 2 cocktails turns into 5 cocktails. Then you go home and you have pizza with your significant other. Okay, then after or with your pizza, maybe you have another glass of wine or 2, and then you're hungry later, so you're snacking on whether it's some cookies or some ice cream, and those calories start to add up. See, what I want you to realize, and I'm not saying anyone watching this video is over-consuming calories on the weekend. What I'm saying is it could be happening to you, right? We don't necessarily realize how many calories are in things when we eat out. It's very hard to tell, especially if you go to a mom and pop shop restaurant. You don't know how many calories you're consuming, how many calories are in their food, right? So there's sneaky calories. There's sneaky calories in alcohol. On the weekend, we tend to just go out, we have fun, we don't really care about the overall caloric consumption, and that's what can be kind of hurting us. Now, we're gonna run through why the weekend could be killing your progress or hurting your progress. And then I'm going to show you a few different ways on how you can manipulate this to still live your lifestyle, right? Consume the foods that you want to consume, drink alcohol, and still be able to hit your caloric deficit goals, okay, your fat loss goals. So first, let's see, where's my orange chalk? Obviously, a lot of things that I do is going to be in blue and orange because go Illini. First, Friday, okay? I just talked about Friday, you're over-consuming foods. Let's say on Friday, boom, you consume 2,300 calories and we're 500 calories over what we consider to be our deficit, right? Plus 500. Okay, now on Saturday. Saturday's a big day, right? Go out, you have brunch, a couple mimosas, maybe a Bloody Mary, maybe some French toast, maybe some stuffed French toast, right? Things start to add up, right? Calories add up, you stay out, you booze a little bit more, maybe you have a really good dinner with family or friends, right? So those calories continually add up. And say on Saturday, all of a sudden we really, really binge, and we get all the way up here. And we just ate 1,000 calories extra. Very doable. Eating 2,800 calories on a weekend is very doable. So we'll call it plus 1,000. Okay? Now, on Sunday, right, maybe a little hungover, still not making the best health choices. Maybe we consume, maybe we get to our maintenance, right? We don't overconsume. Maybe we have a salad for lunch, but we're still not having the best breakfast because we're kind of hungover, and we don't necessarily completely blow things out of the water, but we still overconsume from our calorie deficit. We're plus 300 here on that 2,100. Okay? So, if we were to take all of this, right, even though we are still in more of a deficit on Monday and Wednesday here, if we were to add all of this up, which I'm just going to get my calculator out and we're going to do really quick. So this equals 14,000 calories, right? So everything that we consumed over the course of the week equals 14,000 calories, right? So if we were to take 1,800 times 7 to give us the overall caloric consumption that we can do for the week, 1,800 times 7 is 12,000 calories, right? So we're 2,000 calories over what we should be consuming because the weekend kind of got ahead of us. So we're 2,000 calories over what we should have been at our caloric deficit, right? If we ate an average of 1,800 calories throughout the week, we should be still at 12,000 calories, right? So that's how these weekends can kind of get ahead of us. And what you're going to see is that 14,000 calories is not necessarily above our average of a maintenance per week, so we may not be gaining weight, but we may see a stall in our weight loss or fat loss because we're over-consuming calories on the weekend and we're not hitting our average on fat loss throughout the week. So you're having 4 or 5 really good days, and then 2 or 3 of the days are completely blowing up the process. So again, I'm not saying that this is anyone in particular. I'm not saying you are doing this. I'm saying it could be happening, and I just want you to be aware of it. Now, let's go in and transition into how you can fix this, how you can manipulate what you're doing throughout the week to still help yourself on the weekends. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can manipulate some things for us during the week that's going to help us still be able to consume the foods that we want to consume, drink alcohol, and enjoy ourselves on the weekend. Okay, so first, there's a couple of things that you can do, right? Number one, you could track your calories and know how much you're consuming, and you could track it through the weekend as much as possible. Again, like I said before, sneaky calories can kind of obviously sneak up on us over the weekend, and we don't really know how many are in certain foods. So you can either do your best at that, or you can really regulate where you're eating out and when you're eating out and start to help yourself limit those calories as we move on. My other idea is to manipulate the overall caloric consumption early in the week, right? So if we did this, if we made this 1,500 calories as opposed to 1,800 calories, or say you're going to go out and you're going to have a fun weekend. You know you have things planned, bachelor party, birthday party, whatever it may be, right? You know that, so what you're going to do is you're going to limit your calories down 300 on each given day, okay? So now we're already at 300, 600, 900. You're at a 1,200 calorie advantage, and you have 1,200 calories to spare with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a great deal, right? Now, I would not go down and limit yourself to like 1,000, right? You still want to consume as many calories as possible while still being in a deficit to hang on to muscle and to lose fat properly, right? But I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good alternative to decrease your calories throughout the week, right? Especially if you're not necessarily going out and doing anything. You know you can do this. You can keep the protein really high. You can make your own meals, that type of thing, and then open up some room on the weekend. Okay, so now for the weekend, I just want to feed you guys a few ideas so that you can help keep that caloric count low. So first, high protein. High protein items, they're gonna fill you up more, they're gonna be better for your overall macros. Just try to consume high protein items for at least 2 of those meals. So at least probably 40 to 50 grams of protein for 2 of those meals. Especially if you know you're gonna be going out later, maybe your lunch is a very high protein, maybe chicken salad surrounded by vegetables, right? Keep the calorie count low early. And if you know you're gonna be consuming more food and alcohol later. Number 2, treat yourself. Find things that you like. Find 1 or 2 things a weekend that you like to consume. Have those. No regret, okay? Game over. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. Just have them. I'm not worried about the overall. I'm not worried about the specific food because our calories are in check here, right? We're ready to go. So have the things that you want. Schedule them out. You don't have to have them all, right? Treat yourself to a few things, pizza and wine, or a donut and beer, whatever it may be. Watch for sneaky calories, right? Watch for things in like dressings or oils, right? Oils and dressings are the main things that are going to be very sneaky. In milks, right? So be careful of these things because those calories can ramp up very quickly. Like if you were to judge out 150 calories of ranch dressing, it's like this, like a little hole, okay? Or peanut butter, or anything with high fat content, okay, or that's dropped in oil like fries. Those are going to be sneakier calories, right? Be conscious of that. And then, to combat some of this consumption, exercise, right? I suggest every single day of the weekend, go do a 30-minute walk, right? Maybe walk to and from work, especially if you live here in Chicago, walk to and from work. Get out, take a 30-minute walk, you're gonna burn some calories, and you're gonna give yourself that room of wiggle room if you're over-consuming calories on the weekend. So if you can't get into the gym, obviously right now you can't, but if you can get into the gym, get a workout in, but even a 30-minute walk goes a long way in terms of overall caloric expenditure and burn. So I hope this video helps you guys, and I think that this is some pretty valuable information for you. If you guys love this video and you want to share it with somebody, by all means, just hit that link, that arrow below. Put this URL, whether it's on your Facebook page, or send it to someone that you think would really enjoy this or would need it, and just leave a comment below. I would really appreciate to hear what you guys think of these videos moving forward. See you guys, I'm Chad. This is the place where we keep everything fitness, workouts, and nutrition very practical and realistic for you guys. Deuces.